Yes. So the question over here, the question number 1, it says figure 3.1 shows an oil tank that has a rectangular base of dimension 2.4 meter by 1.5 meter. Okay. Now the tank is filled with oil of density. The tank is filled with oil of density 850 kg per meter cube to a depth of 1.5 meter. Okay. Now, the first question they are asking you to calculate the pressure exerted by the oil on the base of the tank. Okay. They have asked you to find out the pressure exerted by the oil. Okay. Here they are talking about oil. So basically, oil is liquid. Oil is liquid, and in grade 8, we have done this formula wherein pressure due to liquid is equals, if you guys remember this, pressure due to liquid is equals density into gravity into height. Do you guys remember this? It was formula was something like this: density into gravity into height. How many of you remember it? Guys, do you remember this formula?
I remember, sir.
Yes, so we had done this formula wherein it was pressure due to liquid is equals density into gravity into height. Okay, Krish, I will check what's the problem. Okay, so it is density into gravity into height. So when I substitute the values, in this, what I get is density is given to me. Density is given to me as 850. So it will be 850 into gravity is taken as 10 into height, that is 1.5. So when you multiply 850 into 10 into 1.5, 850 into 10 into 1.5, that gives you 127.
12750.
Very good. That gives you 12750, and the unit
Newton
here
per
we are
meter
talking
square.
about, here we are talking about pressure. Okay, so pressure ka unit is Newton per meter what? Square. Newton per meter square, or we can simply write down
Pascal.
Pascals.
Simply write down Pascal. Okay, clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please, if you have not written down the answer, you can write it down. Okay, I will be sharing the video also with you. So once you download the video, then you'll be able to write down, check your answers correctly. Okay, I'm moving on to the next question. Next question is, force exerted by the oil on the base of the tank. Okay, so here in the previous part, we have got the pressure, and they are asking you to find out the force. Okay, do you have any you can say relation between pressure and force? Do you have any formula wherein you know
Yes,
relation
sir.
between pressure and force?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Pressure is equal to force upon area.
Pressure
is
equals
equal to
force upon area. So what I can
Yes,
write
sir.
over here
Force
is,
equals to pressure
Force.
into area.
yes, so
Force is equal to
pressure
pressure into area.
equals force upon
Pressure in.
area. Okay, so what I can write, force equals pressure into area. Okay, so I already have pressure. Okay, what I already have a pressure over here. The pressure which you calculated, which was somewhere around 12750. In the previous question, you have already calculated the pressure, which was somewhere around 12750. But what about the area? Okay, the area of the base. So if I want to find out the area of the base, I will have to look at the question once again. So the area of the base means
0.6.
Yeah, area of the base means this part, this bottom part into this bottom part, which is equal to 1.5 into 2.4. So that means the area would be somewhere over here, and that will be 1.5 into 2.4. Okay, that gives 12750 into 1.5 into 2.4. That gives me
45,900.
45,900.
45,900. And since it is
45,900.
force,
Newton.
the unit will be Newton.
Newton.
Okay,
Newton.
the unit
Newton.
will be Newton. So
Newton.
pressure equals force upon area, force equals pressure into area, and then it will be 12750 into 1.5 into 2.4, that is equal to 45,900 newtons. Clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Now, the force calculated in A2, the force which was this 45,900. Okay, now they want to find out the mass. They want to find out the mass of the oil. Now, last class I told you, if you want to find out the force from mass, you multiply mass by 10. But if you want to find out, mass from force, you divide it by 10. Okay, so once you have force over here and I want mass, so what will be the formula to calculate the mass? Mass will be equal to force divided by 10. So that will be equal to 45900 divided by 10. That will be equal to, what will be the answer? 4590 kg. Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Some net issue happened over here on this end. Okay. Yeah. So we were at this question. I'll just show you the question once again. So I'll show you the question. Yeah. So the mass, we were calculating mass. So mass is equal to force divided by 10. So for that we took it. The force was 45900 divided by 10. That will be equal to
4590.
4590. But what is important over here is the unit, and the unit is kg. Okay, the unit is kg. Okay, this is very important. Now, the next question he is asking over here is, when he's checking the level of oil in the tank, a man drops a brass key into the oil and it sinks to the bottom of the oil. So what do you mean by this?
The density of brass is
Density of
greater
brass is
than
more.
Why
Oil.
you think the density of brass is more?
because it
Because
sinks to the
it is
bottom.
sinking.
So if I say the density decides whether the object will sink or float,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
so
Yes,
if
sir.
Yes,
the
sir.
object is denser, it will sink, and if the object is less dense, it will float.
Float.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What we can write over here is that, I'll change this. I'll clear all the drawings. Okay, and what we can write over here is
Density of brass.
density of brass
Is
is
more than
greater
oil.
than
than oil.
density
than
of
of oil.
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 Okay. We can say the density of
Same.
brass is greater than the density of oil. Clear? Now,
Yes,
explain
sir.
how. What happened? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Explain how attaching the key.
Sir,
Yes.
बोला.
if the brass floats on oil, then फिर उसका density ज़्यादा मतलब sink होगा तो density ज़्यादा कैसे होगा?
If it is
अरे.
sinking. Sabrish,
हाँ, yes sir.
if it is sinking, how the density is greater?
Yes sir.
Yeah. You take a iron nail.
हाँ.
You put it in water. What will happen?
It will sink
Why it will sink?
because its density is greater.
बस खत्म.
वही तो था सबरेश.
Understood, Sabrish?
Yes sir.
Okay. Now, explain how attaching the key to a piece of wood could prevent the key from sinking. So, why you think so? If you attach a piece of wood to the key, it will prevent it from sinking.
Sir, we can use the wood to increase the surface area.
You can use the wood to increase the surface area. This answer can be accepted, but I want a more specific answer for this. I want more specific keywords for this answer.
Wood has a less.
Wood has a density lesser than oil.
Yes, so
So
I
it will
can say
float on water.
I can say over here the density of wood is less than the density of oil. So wood will float and automatically the
brass key will float
of
with
the
it.
brass key will also float. Okay, so this is basically I want basic keywords I want over here. So what I'm going to write, wood has density. What happened?
So same answer.
Same answer.
Same answer.
Yeah, very good. Wood has density lesser than oil, so it will float along with the brass key which is attached to it. So this is what is expected. Okay, so make sure you have written these things. Clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we'll move on to the next question. I am clearing the drawing. Don't worry, you will be getting the recording of this, so you can check your answers. I think this question is much simpler. A student wishes to find out. A student wishes to find out the volume of piece of wood of irregular shape. Her experiments requires the use of small brass object of mass 200 grams. Okay, so the mass is given to you and you have to calculate
Yes,
the
sir.
volume of the brass object. Now, the formula says that density equals mass upon volume. So, density is equals mass upon volume, right? So what volume will be equal to? Volume will
Volume
be
is equal to mass upon
mass
density.
upon
Mass upon
density.
density.
Great. So can I say that volume will be equal to mass given over here is
200.
200 grams.
200
So it
grams
will be
upon
200
8.4.
divided by 8.4.
8.4 is equal to 23.0. 8095. हाँ.
80,
So it will be
23.809.
it will be 200 divided by 8.4, that is you are getting it as to 23.809. Okay.
Five.
Yeah, so I can write it as 23.81 and the units are important. Okay, the mass ka unit is gram over
Centimeter
here.
cube.
The mass ka unit is gram over here and density ka unit is gram per centimeter cube. So the unit is important and that is centimeter cube.
Cube.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the formula is simple. Density is mass upon volume. Volume is mass upon density. Therefore, volume is equal to 200 upon 8.4. That is equal to 23.81 centimeter cube.
सर
Yes.
इसका यूनिट ग्राम पर सेंटीमीटर क्यूब नहीं आएगा?
It is volume. It is not density.
अच्छा.
If it was density, then it can be gram per centimeter cube. But if it is volume, then it has to be centimeter cube or meter cube or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. To find the volume of a piece of a wood, the student has a measuring cylinder, a supply of water, and a brass object in A. The piece of the wood and the brass object are small enough to be placed in the measuring cylinder. The piece of wood does not sink in water. Why?
Density is
So, ma'am,
lesser.
Yeah, because its
Its
density
density
is,
is lesser than
wood is
water.
less denser
less.
than water.
yeah, density of wood is
It's
less
less than
than water. Okay, cool. Very simple question it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll move on to the next question. Now, what they are saying over here is, read this question nicely. Describe what the student does to find out the volume of piece of wood, stating the measurements that she makes and any calculations required. So she wants to find out the volume of piece of wood. So what she should be doing. Now, first of all, I will get back to the previous part of the question, question A. Now here I will see that the wood is of irregular shape. If the wood is of irregular shape, it is very obvious I cannot use the formula for volume is equal to length into breadth into height. I will have to put that piece of wood, inside the measuring cylinder, and then only I'll have to measure it. Okay, so how to go about this question? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the first thing, what I have to do
Sir,
is,
आपका screen sharing बंद हो गया.
रुक जा, I'll open it. Okay. So the first thing which I want to do over here is make sure that my wood is sinking inside the measuring cylinder. So what are the steps I need to make sure that I should be doing is, the first thing I should do is, my wood should be sinking inside the measuring cylinder. Okay, my wood should be sinking inside the measuring cylinder. This is very important for me. If I am able to do this, then only I'll be able to write down this answer. So I will be sharing one screen with you and I will be showing you how it will happen. Okay, so can you see this white screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what I am doing over here, just see. So this is basically my measuring cylinder. Okay, so first I take this measuring cylinder. Okay, now what I am doing, I am going to put some water in it. Okay, so first I will fill some water. So I am putting some water inside this. So I'm putting some water inside this. Now what I am going to do, if I put a metal block in, a wooden block in this, it will keep on floating, right? Guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if I put a wooden block, it will be floating like this. I don't want this wooden block to float. I want this wooden block to be inside. Okay, so best what I can do is, I will put a wooden block. Okay, I will put a wooden block, and on top of this wooden block, I will put the brass. I will put this brass. Okay, so what will happen? The water level will rise now. The water level will rise. Okay, the water level will increase. Clear?
सर
हाँ.
सर हम लोग ब्रास को ऐड करने की जगह हम लोग लिक्विड चेंज भी कर सकते हैं ना, जिसकी डेंसिटी
But I
लेस
am
हो.
given.
wood.
I am given with water only. What I can do? I'll have to do the experiment, ना?
ओके.
Okay.
सर बाद में हम लोग वुडन पीस के लिए ब्रास का माइनस करेंगे.
अभी रुक जा, मैं बताता हूँ. तो ये मैंने क्या किया? ये फर्स्ट स्टेप किया.
हाँ सर.
Okay. Next, what I will be doing? I will be just removing this wooden block. Okay. I will be just removing this wooden block from here. Okay. I will be removing this wooden block. Basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to redraw the measuring cylinder. ठीक है, ये measuring cylinder फिर से redraw कर लेते हैं. And now I will be removing the wooden block and will just be putting this. Okay, the brass. So now this becomes and this. These are my two volumes. Okay, so let this be my volume 1. Okay, and this be my volume 2. Okay, so what will be the volume of wood? Volume of wood will be equal to volume 1 minus volume 2. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So volume of wood will be volume 1 minus volume 2. So this is what you have to explain over here in the question which is given. I will just get back to the question once again. Okay, so this is what you have to explain. What the student does to find out the volume of piece of wood, stating the measurement that she makes and any calculations required. So I will be writing down the answer over here. So the first step would be take water in a measuring cylinder on the top of wood, put the brass object so that the wood sinks inside. Okay, फिर उसके बाद measure the volume, then remove the wood object and measure the volume. Remove the wooden object and measure the volume. Okay, now the previous volume will be your V1 and the next volume will be your V2. Okay, so once these two things are done, then calculate the volume of wood equal to V1 minus V2. Okay, so in this way you can write down this answer. That's much simpler.
और
Yes,
हम लोग मोस्टली V2 माइनस V1 करते हैं ना.
mostly V2 minus V1 करते हैं, but here you have to look at the condition ना, कि हमने यहाँ पे क्या किया था, कहा गया वो पीछे आप अगर जाके देखोगे वीडियो में, so you will understand कि हमने V1 किसको लिया था और V2 किसको लिया था.
V1 हम लोग ने इंक्रीज वाले को लिया, V2 हम लोग ने वो जो पहला इनिशियल था
हाँ, समझा?
इसे अच्छा
Okay. So this is
Okay,
what is expected in your answer. So make sure you have written. Make sure you will write your answer in this way. If you write something like this, you will get full marks. Okay. Moving on to the next
Okay,
question.
बट सर मैंने ये आंसर में मैंने V2 माइनस V1 लिखा था
हाँ,
बस।
बट अगर तुमने V2 को बराबर से स्पेसिफाई किया कि what is V2 and V1 को बराबर से स्पेसिफाई किया what is V1, then you don't need to worry about it.
ओके
समझे? Clear?
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर।
Okay.
yes sir.
Then moving on to the next question. A student has 500 identical rectangular sheets of paper. The mass of 1 meter square of paper is 0.08 kg. Okay. Using a meter rule, she measures the length of one sheet of paper and its width. The length of 0.300 meter and width is 0.210 meter. Calculate the mass of one sheet of paper. How many of you have not understood this question? Okay,
Sir, me.
Sir,
very good.
me.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
I
So,
also.
okay. So just understand the question first. How to solve, that is a different part. Okay. So now how to understand the question? क्या बोला है यहाँ पर कि a student is having 500 identical rectangular sheet of paper. The mass of 1 meter cube, मतलब if I consider an area of 1 meter cube of paper, if I consider area of 1 meter cube of paper, it will cost 0.080 kg. Okay, so if I have an area of 1 meter cube of paper, it will be 0.08 kg. What if I have an area of 2 meter cube or 2 meter square of paper? It will be
0.1
0.160 kg.
0.16. Very good. What if I have 3 meter square?
0.240 kg.
Basically, what you are doing, as you are increasing the mass, you are multiplying the kg with the same number. मतलब अगर 1 को तुम 2 से multiply करो, so that gives you 2 meter square, and you are multiplying the
Yes.
kg also with the same number.
Sir,
So can I say? So can I say it is like unitary method?
सर नहीं समझा ये क्वेश्चन।
अच्छा रुक जा. Wait, I am writing something here. Just check whether you have understood this or not. If it is 1 meter square, so that corresponds to, मतलब that उसका mass will be 0.080 kg. Clear?
यस सर।
Yeah. If it was 2 meter square, तो उसका mass will be 2 into 0.080 kg, which is equal to 0.16 kg.
1660.
Understood this?
यस सर।
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So if it was, let's consider it was 3 meter cube. 3 meter square. So uska mass will be what?
0.24.
0.24 kg.
Yeah. So basically
0.24.
3. So basically 3 into 0.080 kg, that is equal to 0.24 kg. Aya na?
Sir.
Okay. So for that, I will first have to find out. I will.
Hello, sir.
Hello. The time is about to end. इसके लिए वो बंद हो रहा था. I will just do this question and then I will share another link with you. Okay. So here we are finding out the mass. Okay. So mass find out करने के लिए first I will have to calculate the area. So area will be equals length into breadth. Okay, which is equal to 0.300 into 0.210, which is equal to what's the answer for this? 0.300 into 0.210.
03.
Huh?
0.06.
0.063. Okay, so it is equal to 0.063, and it is meter square. Now mass will be equal to, just like I explained you in the previous one, the mass will be equal to how many times the mass the area is over here. So it will be 0.063 into 0.080.
So
Okay.
ये voice
So that is
breaking.
equal to 0.080. The answer you're getting is 0.00504. Yes or no? Right, guys, you're there? Hello? Hello?